Hello there, welcome back to my tutorial. First of all, this tutorial is made in Swift 4 on Xcode 9, but if you're still using Swift 3, then this tutorial should work fine for you. Today I will show you how to create a collection view, and I will add a link to the project file in the description. So get it, you will get image assets and everything along with it. So this is what we are going to create today. I have created a simple main menu view with this background blur effect. And so let's get started. Here I have already created a project, and let's get started by adding some images to our asset. So first of all, I'll just add a background image, and I have the background image now. I'll just select the icons. So settings, user, feed, and news, and just drag and drop here. So for user, I want to name it as profile, which is much more better. So I'll say profile. Looks good. So now let's hop over to our main.storyboard, and let's view it as iPhone X, and I'll also zoom out. So first of all, we need an image view. Just drag and drop it over here, and we'll select it, make it full size. So make sure you drag it, because once you give constraints it will be intact. So 0, and let's select our image. So this will be this, and it looks ugly, so make it aspect fill, which is much more better. And now we need to give it the blur effect. So just type in visual and you will get two options. One is visual effect view with blur, and another one is with blur and vibrancy. We need the simple one. So just place it over here and drag it again, make it the same size as the image view, and give the constraints. So 0, 0, 0, and 0, and hit enter. Now we need the collection view. So collection view, drag and drop it, and this time we will select through, we will put it like along with the margins, not the full screen. So that's the way I like it. You can do it the way you want it. So just the constraints, so it will be 0, 0, 0, and 0, and constraint to margins. So first of all, let's get rid of this background color, which is this white. So click on collection view, go to attribute inspector, scroll down, and you will see background, and just click this blue button and you will see clear color, much more beautiful. And while collection view is selected, go to attribute size inspector, go to top, and make width 150, and no, width will be, let's say, 120, and height will be 150. I'll explain you why. And for section insect, we will say 10 from top, 10 from bottom, and once I do 10 from left, you will notice that this cell moves a bit to the right, so it will look good. So it moves right, see, it's good. And now we need to drag and drop image view and label view. So image view, we will place it under the cell, so it's here. And for this, okay, go to size inspector, and width will be 120 and height will be 120 as well. And now let's give it constraints. So it will be from 0 from top, and with same width and height, 120, 120, and it will be horizontally in container as well. So it looks all blue. And now we need label as well. So let's drag and drop a label over here. And again, this will be, just pull it out, and okay, looks good. So for it will be from 0 from bottom, and 120 width, and height will be 130. So if you add up the heights, you will get 150. So it's like that's why I did 150 height. So add 3 constraints, still red, it will be horizontally in container. Let's get the all blues, it looks much more beautiful. Let's just added some attributes, so it will be centrally aligned. Let's get down the size, let's say 14, and color will be white. White looks much better. And let's create a sample one. Let's say label as profile, and image will be profile. So it looks good, looks good. So now we need to create a custom cell file. So just right click on folder, say new file, and it will be CocoaTouch class, and it will be a subclass of UICollectionView, and just say custom and hit enter. You will create, and you will see this file over here. So just drag and drop it under view controller, doesn't matter, I like it that way. So under main.storyboard, again select your collection view, so it will be this, select collection view, go to this, I say it's like identity inspector, and say, I guess I said identity inspector before. Basically this is identity inspector, this is attribute inspector, and this is size inspector. So select identity inspector and start typing custom. So this will be basically the name of your file. So custom, why it's not showing up? Oh, okay, we need to select our cell. So it's collection view cell, and just start typing custom and you will get it. Just hit enter. We forgot to give our cell identifier as well. So while the cell is selected, this cell is selected, go over here under attribute inspector, identifier, and say custom cell. We will be using this string, so don't forget. So now we need to connect our outlets. So into this one is assistant editor. So this is our main view controller file. So we will drag and drop our collection view. So control drag and say collection view and hit enter. And now we need to connect our custom cell outlets as well. So select your cell. It should come automatically, but if it doesn't show up, just select it from here. So custom cell, first I will drag and drop the image. So image will be image and say image cell. And for label, we will say label cell, LBL cell. That's it. So we are done with the all the storyboard part. So let's hop over to our view controller part. Standard editor, get rid of this right thing, and here we are. I'll just bump up the size so that you guys can see. Let's say dusk YouTube. Much better, much better. Now we need two delegates, I say. So one is start typing collection, and you will see collection view delegate. If you don't just type the same thing, it's like UI collection view delegate, and another one is UI collection view data source. And first let's assign data source and delegate to our collection view. So collection view dot delegate is equal to self, and collection view dot data source is equal to self as well. And if you command click data source and jump to definition, you will see that these two functions are mandatory. So for other functions you will see optional. So let's just copy these two functions. I'll just say copy, command C, go back. So under view did load, paste it over here, and I'll just do some enters so that you see. Okay, we don't need this all this other stuff, so get rid of the other stuff and give it brackets and brackets as well. And now we need an array of objects. So let's say let main menu is equal to let's have profile news first. So say news, comma, I'll say feed, comma, I'll have settings. No, I'll have profile first. Profile, and I'll say settings. Okay. And for the function number of items in section, just say return, and it will be count of our main menu array. So main menu dot count. And for this, it requires a UI collection view cell. So let's create the cell. So let's cell equals to we will reference a collection view dot DQ reusable cell with reusable identifier. If you remember, we gave our cell identifier here. So if you select custom cell like collection view or custom cell, and this is the identifier, make sure you have it. If you don't have it, give it the name. And let's hop over to our view controller, and with reusable identifier will be okay selected custom cell. And for index path, just say index path, and we will downcast it as custom collection view cell. So this one is this file which we created earlier, and we will return this cell, return cell. And now we need to fill in the attributes. So first let's assign the image. So cell dot image will be UI image, open brackets, and it will be named and name string, and here we will pass in the name of this, of the first element of all the elements. So we will say main menu, open brackets, close brackets, and here we will pass in index path dot row. Okay, and we will do the same thing, just copy this part for our label, copy and cell dot label cell dot text equal to paste. And if you notice, this names inside the array are like lowercase. Initially we need to capitalize them, so just go back over here, dot capitalized, so it looks good. So let's run our application. It should be ready. This one is from my previous app, so ignore that. Okay, this one is the new one, so let's hope it works. So yeah, it's working. So it looks good with this blur effect. It looks like much more beautiful. I've used this thing in one of my projects, so it's awesome. So if you have any questions, comment it out in the comment section. If you like my videos, thumbs up, and do subscribe for future videos. Thank you.